baby, are you ready? Why you diva, let them know that you're ready.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. She was popping in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message. Ain't no room for hating, enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies' Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, I said, what's up, y'all?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ladies' Den.
In here.
What? Oh, wait. What's going on, y'all? How was your day? What's going on?
It was a day. I worked from home today, so
Oh, that was a good day.
yeah. It's just when I'm home, I have to focus to stay on task if I'm doing something, because otherwise I'll be sitting here talking about, oh, I need to do it. Oh, I need to do. Oh, I need to go. Oh, especially if I'm on a deadline for something. I just need to get better at that. Other than that, for the most part, it was a great day. I'm alive. I'm still alive. So it was a good day.
Crazy. I was talking about that with a lady today, and she was saying how she loved working from home. I would be fired because I do so much. Hi, Miss Fanny.
Oh, yeah.
I do so much that I'm gonna be doing everything but my work.
Yeah, it's
be like, honey, you behind? I just can't. Yeah.
It's easy for me. It was easier when I was at my when I used to live in East Point. I actually had an office, so if I was in my office, I was good. But now I'm kind of like out in the open around everything. So then my mind immediately thinks of stuff I need to do and get up and do. It's like, this ain't the time to do it, ma'am. You on the clock. And you have an assignment to finish. Sit down.
I know that would not be. That's not something I can do. And I tell V all the time, I don't know how she do it, but V get in there in her little office, and she be so focused. But girl, and then excuse me, if I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. I'm taking a nap, and I'll be like, let me get 15 minutes, and I'll be to woke up and it's 5 o'clock. Like, I can't.
No, you have to put an alarm on to wake you. Now, I did used to take a nap every day at like 3 o'clock. I would get sleepy. I take a nap for about 45 minutes. I don't know, 45 minutes, and then I get up and finish doing what I was doing. But the downside to that is, I was like, once we get into the office at 3 o'clock, I can't take no nap, so I need to stop doing that. I had to stop doing that.
That's exactly why. Oh shoot, I forgot. I got to put something else on. But go ahead. That's exactly why I can't work from home. I just can't. I can't do it. When I tell you, I will be asleep.
But really, technically, if you are working remote, you wouldn't have to necessarily work at home. You could go somewhere else and sit up and work.
Then I'm gonna see somebody I know. I'm gonna be talking. Hey, girl, what you doing? Forget I'm working, drinking coffee, talking to people. Well, cause see, y'all know I'm a talker, so I talk to anybody. So yeah, I'd have to talk to somebody. I'd be no. That's no. Uh-uh. No.
Too funny. Too funny.
Yeah. So
Oh, there she is. What's up, lady down the hall? How you doing?
wait, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm just
I'm sorry.
disgusted right now.
Huh?
What's that?
I'm just disgusted right now, but I'm good. I'm good. All is well.
Why are you disgusted?
Just am. Just frustrated.
Okay.
Well, as you guys know, every week we try to feature a different beverage on the show. We are definitely, come on, y'all. We need some beverage sponsors. Like, there's so much out there. There is so much out there. Lemonade, iced tea, water, vodka, tequila, wine. Send us a bottle, sponsor. And hey, if we gotta buy it, we'll buy it. And we'll feature it on the show. And if we could get reviews, then we get another free bottle.
Yeah.
But we like to feature different beverages so we can let people know what you have, where to find you, and all of that good stuff. But tonight, y'all, I'm just drinking the good old Canada Dry.
Okay.
That's all I'm drinking because I was eating and I'm weird, but I can't drink alcohol with my food.
Oh, really?
So I either have to have tea or something with my food, and I just have to put my alcohol to the side. I don't know why. I just don't. I can't drink alcohol with my food. So I'm drinking my little ginger ale. I might give me a glass of wine or something like that in a minute. But yeah. So what you ladies drinking on?
So I placed another order for the sea moss lemonade, and it came in and I got it. Wait, there we go. And so I'm drinking pomegranate sea moss lemonade.
You definitely gotta let me know how the pomegranate tastes.
Let you know right now.
Yeah, and see the sea moss lemonade. So what is the benefit of sea moss?
Everything from the rooter to the tutor. Seriously, it helps with blood pressure. It helps with um, thyroid. It helps with weight loss. It helps with just a lot of stuff. Your skin, just everything. Literally for the whole body, for the entire body. Sea moss is good for that.
V say, how long would it take for you to see results?
Just with anything else natural, you just have to be consistent. With drinking it, eating it, however you're gonna do it. Because a lot of folks do the sea moss gel. Like you can put sea moss in anything.
Yeah, I had from when I did the mental health retreat, the little jar I had put some in some grits. I put some in some greens. I was putting it in everything.
You can put it in whatever, and just like with anything else, you have to be consistent with ingesting it. For your body to get to a point to where it's actually being helpful to you, where it's reacting to it. So normally with stuff that you do, they say it takes about a week to 2 weeks before you probably start seeing changes in your body. And plus, that's about how long you would get, for you to be consistent.
Okay. V said, thank you. She appreciated great information.
Anytime, V.
You got it, baby.
Kiki, what you drinking, baby?
I'm gonna go in there and get my concoction in just a minute.
Oh, you're gonna get your concoction. Oh, so you made something to drink.
No, I'm gonna be adding a blue moon and an angry orchard, which we call it an angry moon. So I'm gonna go and get that in just a second. It's in the freezer.
Okay. Wow. V said that sounds good.
Oh, when I tell you it
She said,
is,
is it sweet, sweet, or is it just right? Because V doesn't
it's,
like really, like, she
it's
doesn't like
just
sweet drinks.
it's just right.
She
When
said,
I tell
it's
you it's when I
just
tell you it's the
right.
when I tell you it's the perfect blend,
She said, it's the perfect blend. It's the
and it's
perfect
so
blend.
earthy. It's so
Okay,
perfect.
Keish, she said, send me the recipe so I can make it for her.
It's nothing. It's the Blue Moon, the
It's
beer,
a
the
Blue
Blue Moon,
Moon beer
and then the Angry Orchard.
and the Angry Orchard
Oh,
cider.
she said she mixed the Blue Moon beer and the Angry Orchard together. And V is a beer drinker. Before they shut down the Taco Mac out here, V, how many beers you had tried? 73. 73 beers. She
Woo!
was on the
Oh my God.
wall. She was on the wall in Taco Mac. Yes.
No.
She tried 73 beers. I tried one and I threw my guts up and I never drink it again.
Yeah,
Never.
yeah, but let her know because the Blue Moon is kind of like that. It got like
She
citrus.
drinks Blue Moon, but
Oh,
now
well, then,
have you
well,
ever
tell her
tried the
that.
Angry Orchard? No, you never tried that one.
Probably not
Yeah,
because it's a hard cider. So she probably ain't look at that.
she talking about some hell no. Well, you gonna have to try it. I'm not
But
there. I will
tell her
never
mixing
drink
that
another
together,
beer in my life
mixing it together
ever.
is really good. I'm like I said, I'm gonna go
Okay,
while y'all doing that. I'm gonna go mix my drink.
okay. All right. Well, again, sponsors, if you would like to send us a bottle of your favorite drink or whatever, so we can feature it on our show, talk about it, give our rave reviews about it, and tell our people where to find it and go buy it. You can email us at theladiesden23@gmail.com. Canada, we need a sponsorship. Let me
Now you,
follow y'all on Facebook. Canada, we
you
need a sponsorship. This the plain one, but I'm in love with the cherry. I didn't have none cold, so I just took a regular one. But we could use a little sponsorship, Canada. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Tonight, as you all know, this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, which is very near and dear to me. And all of this month, we're going to be discussing mental health and mental illness. And we need everybody to understand the difference between mental health and mental illness. Mental illness is something that causes your mental health not to be healthy. Okay. Tonight we will, and it's so crazy because tonight we will have therapist Vanay Butler on tonight, breaking down and talking about anxiety and depression. Um, and believe it or not, she was on our show last year, the same day today. Yes, look at the flyer. I didn't change it. I just shared it. It's the same flyer. So she was on May 8th, 2024. So it's just befitting to have her back to discuss this. So for the next few weeks, we're gonna be breaking down each mental illness again. So tonight we're gonna be talking about anxiety, depression, signs, symptoms, therapy, anything you can do to fix it and all that good stuff. And also talking about kids who suffer with the same thing, signs so you can pick up, symptoms so you'll know somebody is going through this. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Blue Moon and Angry Orchard, we need a sponsorship. We're gonna follow y'all on Facebook. We need a sponsorship. But so we're gonna break all of that down. So if anybody has any questions, you notice that some of the things we're talking about, one of your friends, family members, kids, anybody, you saw this and you're kind of worried and you don't really know. Well, Vanessa is gonna break it down. She's coming on at 7:30, so she's gonna break it down for you. What you should look for, how you should handle something that you see as a as opposed to now. Why you do that in the middle of my conversation? Bring it here, y'all. She know these are my favorite, and she gonna show it to me. Talk about, look, I ate half of them. Really? So you bring me 6 pretzels? Really? Okay. Thank you, babe. But anyway, y'all, she's gonna break it down and tell you how to handle it, how to address it, how to approach a person that you think might be going through one of these mental illnesses. So make sure you guys are listening. Grab somebody and tell them, hey, you need to listen to this. You need to come and listen to what she's saying or whatever, okay? So before we do that, since we have a little time before Vanay comes on, because she's probably going to be on till the end of the show. So let's go ahead and announce any events that we have, Nisa, coming up, like CLA's fashion show.
Bam, yes, that right there. Coming up is the 13th annual Ageless Beauty and Bow Fashion Show, June 8th. Doors open at 4 p.m. Tickets are still on sale. It's at Jazzy J's Event Hall in College Park. We are going to have a lot of awesome things going on. Not only, why am I jumping back and forth? Okay, that's weird. Lots of awesome things for you to see, vendors, performers, and then of course you get to see.
You are glitching.
I know. I feel like Max Headroom. I feel like Max Headroom. I might have to log out and log back in, but Kiki is going to be one of the designers again this year. There's going to be
just me. I'm sorry, because I thought I was seeing things.
No, I'm in the Matrix. That's going to be designing for our models. This is the one time that all of the models for TLA walk the runway in one show. This is our annual show. Every year, this show is sold out. So don't miss it. I personally have 1 ticket left for general admission.
Me too.
Tickets are only $35. You can check the link, which will be in the comments momentarily. Excuse me, to grab you some tickets. VIP is sold out. If you were media and had wanted to be a part of the show, those tickets are also gone. So Kiki and I have 1 ticket each. You can inbox us either here or separately, and we can get a ticket to you, as long as you get the money to us. And that's it for that. And I'm gonna go away and come back. I'm gonna go away.
As you disappear and come back, before you still glitching. Let's see. Yep, you're still glitching. You want to leave and come back? Okay. Well, I'll repeat it at the end, but I just want to give a big shout out to my team, my crew, my people for this past weekend, which was my 5th annual Missing Our Moms Pre-Mother's Day brunch, and a time was had. It was very, very good. I am so grateful and thankful for my friends, my family, those that came far and near, those that took the time out to just come and just celebrate, in honor of our heavenly angels that are no longer with us. We had an amazing speaker, Miss Monica S. Reed, who told us that there is about to be a shift. And I truly, truly believe that there's about to be a shift happening. And we had the beautiful poet, Mr. Bo Ward, who brought the spoken word. Awesome. You know, that was his third year with me. And I just want to put, like say, tell Bo, thank you so much, you know, for continuously saying yes. He's never turned me down. And I do appreciate that. Shouts out to my team, Nisa K, or Lady Nisa K, who's Tanea, Kima, Akella, Seven. You know, they held it down for me as always. The boss, Lady Boss, CEO, Tina Bridges, who's forever the hostess with the mostest, my MC, who's been with me from day one. Shouts out to her. Bayou Diva was in the building. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you and bringing mom. I appreciate you guys so much. It felt good seeing you all there. I had an amazing, wonderful surprise, which I did not know, but I had a special guest in the building, and I just want to tell him thank you so much for showing up and showing, you know, and support, because that means a lot. You know, your family and your friends, you know, when they come out and support you, you know, you look forward to that. But when you have that special someone who takes the time to travel, because this person traveled far to get, you know, to get to me. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that very, very much. It was a beautiful surprise. So I want to shout out to him. He know who he is. Tell him I love him. I love you, baby. Yeah, I want to publicly. And if he's not watching, we can just replay it. He'll replay it. But yeah, shout y'all. I mean, you know, when you putting, and each one of the ladies here can attest to, when you got something that you're trying to do and you're putting on, Satan always busy. It's always going to be a little doubt. There's always going to be, you know, words saying, you know, in your head, you know, you can't do it, or, you know, this going to happen, or it's not, whatever the case may be. But God always shows up. He always shows out amazingly. So like I said, it's not about the quantity, because it's not about the numbers. Anybody and everybody who was there on this past Saturday needed to be there, should have been there. And we had new guests that was in the building. Shouts out to the G-Moms of the ATL, who I'm affiliated with as well. Grandmas of the Atlanta. EDOF, they sent representatives to give me my flowers. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I really, really, truly enjoyed myself. And I can't thank you ladies enough for continuously supporting me. So shouts out to y'all. I love y'all.
I mean, it was amazing. It always is. Sorry I had to run out and deliver babies, but it was absolutely amazing. And mom says she really enjoyed herself.
I mean, and she don't know, but just let her, just give her, just love on her for me, and just tell her, just seeing her walk in there, sat there, and just enjoyed. She really, I could see she enjoyed herself. Oh, let's not forget the talented nephew, grandson, who
Baby, let me tell you something. I'm about to get him an agent, boo. Okay? He belongs on big stages. Do you understand?
Listen, he is so, I mean, he has so much personality. He has so much personality, and he's so humble.
I love him to death.
And I'm not just saying,
Auntie Quanta, when we going to Six Flags, I say, baby, we're not gonna be able to go this time because they only open on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I say, your grandma say you're going home Sunday. I say, you won't stay?
Well, I mean,
he gotta go home. He said, I gotta go home. I said, but I promise you, I'm gonna make this promise to you. We're gonna go this summer. If I gotta come get you myself, we're gonna go this summer.
Yeah, he has a show actually coming up. I don't know if I put it in the chat, but he has a show coming up July the 11th where he's gonna be showcasing his talent. And I'm like, you know, that just does my heart well to know that my daughter's down there handling her business.
Yeah.
And we as
She ain't handling her
grandmothers,
business. She has handled
well,
ED her
she's still,
business because the product
handling
is
it.
showing.
Right. She's still handling it because he's 15, so he's in that stage. So she still has to mother and parent him, or call me,
And
look, or Ma, I need you to talk to your grandson. I need you to talk to your
you
grandson.
would think he's 15. I mean, like, he
Fact.
has the soul of someone older. He
My
has that
dad,
spirit of
blame my
someone older. And that's why I say, I
dad.
know she's still working, but
Yeah,
she has handled her business because you see it. You
the village.
see what she's
That's
done already. And
the
a mother is
village.
never finished with their kids. They be 40 and still begging and mama, I need you. So they
No,
never finish
the
with their
village is
kids.
strong. The village is
Yeah,
strong when it comes to him, and she knows that we have her back. She definitely
yeah,
knows that.
yeah.
And
But
like I said,
she's done a hell of
he's
a
such
job
a
with
sweet
him.
spirit. He's such a sweet spirit.
He
And
is.
my dad, I like I said, I blame my dad for it, not in a bad way, but Davion was the only kid in the house.
Oh
He
wow.
would, and he would just hang out with my dad. They would walk to the Waffle House. They would listen to Jay. He told me he has a station that says Granddad's music because he
That
listens
explains
to,
it. That
yes,
explains everything.
he listened to, what is it, Trombone Shorty.
Oh, oh.
He listened to people I've never heard of.
Tell him if he ever want to meet Trombone, let me know.
Ooh, don't, please.
You know, I mean, y'all know my son plays in the brass jazz band in New Orleans, and they play with trombone. Actually, Trombone Shorty is. Oh, never mind. I ain't supposed to say nothing yet.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, he can meet him. He
Okay,
definitely can meet him.
okay. Well, I will let him know that his TT
She has
said that
I
when
have a
he's
link, but
ready.
I can't. Excuse me. Nisa, I sent the therapist the link, but she says it's not letting her in. Maybe I sent her the wrong link. Can you send it to Vanay? She says she can't enter the live. I'll tell her you sending it. Okay, Nisa's sending it now. Okay.
So yeah, it was my heart was full the whole leading up to it, but this the weekend. I mean, my heart is just full. I'm still a little full.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's gonna be bigger next year. It's gonna be much bigger next year. So you guys, the therapist is trying to get on so we can really start breaking this mental health stuff out. Well, I'm sorry, mental illnesses down. And again, Vanay was our therapist last year on this exact day last year, which is crazy. Didn't know that until I looked at her flyer tonight. But I know for myself, I can say last year, when we talked to her and she broke down like depression and anxiety, I ain't know that I was suffering with anxiety at a moment in my life. But the signs, the symptoms, the things to look for, and all of those things, when she said those things, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Look, we both scratching our head. Look, wait a minute. I was like, wait, that sounds like something I did, so I really hope a lot of people tune in tonight because we go through things, but we don't know that they're associated with a mental illness. And it could be as simple as depression or as simple as anxiety, but it's always something that leads to both of those things. And she also is going to talk about kids and the signs and symptoms to see from them with anxiety and depression and things that we might think, oh, he just acting out or oh, she's just acting out, but we can't say that with the kids. We really have to look into what we're seeing if it's not normal of your child. Did she get it? Where's she at? Uh-oh. Yeah, we just waiting for her to come in. I hope she's not still having issues. She says she don't have it, Nisa. I'm sorry, Lady K. She sent it. What? Did you send it in Messenger on Facebook? Okay, that's what she's asking. Yeah. Did you send it from you or from the ladies' den? You? That's what I thought. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Bear with us. We're trying to get the therapist in. She's having some issues, so we can start talking about these mental illnesses. So y'all give us like 2 minutes, I think, because she's not my friend. She has to send it to you. No, she sent. Didn't you send it to her before? So if you guys, if you have any questions that you might want to ask, you can put it in there. You can put it in our comments so she can see it. She say text her. Oh Lord, text her the link. Can you text her the link?
Tell her to look
Oh,
at Messenger
she can go on
for a
there and click
message
this
from
link right here.
yeah, but tell her to look for a message from Nisa K.
I did.
Because we're definitely friends.
I know.
But it's in the link. It's in the comments. I said in the comments.
Okay. Go to our page and the link is in the comments.
There it is.
Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Okay, y'all. So now we can get this going. But where your picture, Vanay? We don't see your face. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all hang in there. She's having technical difficulties. But while she's doing that, if you're just joining us, of course, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So we are going to be talking about and breaking down different mental illnesses and talking about mental. Hey,
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I saw it on you all's live chat, but it wasn't coming through my Facebook Messenger for some reason. So I apologize. Hey, ladies, how are you guys doing?
We good. We good. Nisa sent it to you last time. You guys are definitely friends. She said.
Oh, I don't know why I wasn't receiving
It's okay.
it.
We got you in here now. Welcome back.
Yes. Look, on your 1 year anniversary of being on the ladies' den, like what? How cool is that? Like, right? I didn't even know that till I looked at the flyer. I'm like, oh, here. So, of course, I didn't get the your bio. So, before we really get into breaking down these mental illnesses, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you actually do.
All right. Hey, y'all. I'm Vanay Butler. I'm an empowerment therapist. I've been working in the family community services field for over 10 years. But I do private practice, and I also do substance abuse at a recovery center. Private practice is more anxiety, depression, relationship issues, conflict, learning assertiveness, learning how to tap back into your authentic self. I also do coaching. So I kind of do it all, but my lane is the women. So I stay in my lane, and I help women rediscover themselves, get back in alignment with who they truly are, and help them rediscover their values and live a life of fulfillment.
That's a lot. Like, I don't remember you saying all that stuff last time. That's a lot.
Yeah,
You
a lot
added
has
some stuff.
happened in the last year. Things have kind of taken off, and I'm just so grateful. But yeah.
Okay. Well, just like last year, so we do the mental health and mental illnesses for the whole month of May. So of course we're starting off with the anxiety and depression.
Okay.
So first and foremost, tell us what's the difference between anxiety and depression.
Ooh, a lot. So I'll start off with anxiety first. We all have anxiety. We all need anxiety. Anxiety is like our security system for our nervous system to just let us know where there's a threat and where we might feel like we are unsafe. So this might look like being hyper focused, fast heartbeat, shaky voice, just always on alert, always feeling like something may be wrong or thinking worst case scenarios. This also might look like you ruminating about what's going to happen next. So anxiety is very much take you into the future, your future thinking about all the things that can possibly go wrong. The reason why I say we need anxiety is because if we are in a life-threatening situation, we want anxiety to come up so that we can have the adrenaline. We can have the instincts to be able to fight or flight. Typically, anxiety does not know that most of our situations are not life-threatening situations. And so anxiety comes up to protect us, and it feels very consuming. But what we have to do is to rewire our systems to say, you know what, I am actually safe. This is just an experience or a person or a smell or a sight that I felt before and that my body remembers. And I now have to retrain my body to know now that I am safe.
So a smell can bring us into anxiety?
Possibly. Yeah. Do you know, sometimes you know how when you had like a childhood experience of like, okay, so I'll give you an example, right? For me, I can always sense the smell of a school cafeteria. It just have like a certain smell to it. And I'm like, it smelled like a school cafeteria in here. Now that was not a threat to me, but our bodies remember sensations and it recalls different things that people might say or things that people might do or certain images of people. And so once our body is reminded that this could have been a possible threat from our past, it comes up and says, anxiety, alert, alert. The alarm.
Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm getting it.
Yeah. So anxiety and depression are different. Depression is more so lacking the ability to do things that you are normally used to doing. Typically, it looks like a slack in hygiene. So not doing your hair, not doing your face routine, not doing a nighttime routine, just going to bed. And when you go to bed, you feel like you can't get up. It feels physically bogged down. Like it's hard to get up. It's hard to talk. It's hard to do the basic necessities and functionings that you used to do previous. So the emotions that might come up with depression especially for women, is irritability, a low tolerance, right? Everything is just like getting on my nerves. I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of patience for a lot of things, and I just don't want to. Or I may be apathetic towards the things where I'm like, meh. I kind of feel grayish, like, I just don't want to. It don't matter to me, and it keeps us stuck. Depression feels like you're stuck. And it comes because the main emotion there is overwhelm. Everything is overwhelming, and I don't really have a solution. I don't really know what to do next. And that's where the hopelessness and the despair comes in, because nothing is changing. Nothing is happening different. And so I just feel stuck, and I can't really get out of this. Nor does my body feel like it wants to get out of it.
All right. So, okay. I had questions before, but now I got so many questions, but I don't even know how to put them into place. Because, so can one coincide with the other?
Yes.
Or can one cause the other to happen?
Now, both can occur at the same time. You can have an individual who suffers from both anxiety or depression, and depression at the same time. Now, if I'm depressed, it might not heighten the anxiety, because I'm not in a state of alert, on high intensity, because anxiety has us up here, right? We're up
Right.
here. Depression is all the way down here.
So let me interject, Vanay. So I was just about to say, when she asked about them being coinciding with each other, it's almost like you drinking a Red Bull and a alcoholic beverage, where you got the high and the low.
Yes.
Put together.
Yes.
So exactly when she said that, when you was like, well, what, you can have both at the same time, and it's like, okay, so because people do that, for whatever reason, I don't know, but they get the Red Bulls for that high intensity, that upper.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got the liquor, which is going to kind of bring you down and get you sleep. So I understood that, but to put that, does that make sense? Is that a great analogy to put that with somebody in the depression?
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, because alcohol is a depressant.
Yes, you know that,
right? Typically, people use alcohol when they suffer with like social anxiety, or they want to feel more comfortable and feel more confident, right? To kind of get out of their feeling. But when you wake up after drinking alcohol, what do you feel? You feel like
horrible.
Maybe I shouldn't have drank that much.
Right.
Right. And so it's really a downer once you wake up, or after a period of time. Now, in the moment, you might feel more alive, and that's really because things that you have suppressed is just coming up, and you're really acting more so how you would act if you didn't normally suppress things. Does that make sense?
So it's true when they say a drunk person speaks a sober mind.
Oh, yes.
But why is that? Like, what chemical imbalance or what's going on in there that says, I can say this now, but I couldn't say it without this?
Liquid courage.
Liquid courage. Yes. But it's also a dopamine hit, right? So it feels more pleasurable.
Right. That's right. Okay.
Right. Like, it feels more pleasurable. The filter is also gone, right? Like, your filter of like what's right, what's wrong, like the judgment of what you might think about in your mind before saying something to a person in a conversation, like, that's gone. And you're just saying what's at the top of your head. You just going like, and girl, and then this, and you're not thinking about all of that, because that filter is gone.
I don't need no alcohol for that. But I'm just saying, I don't need no alcohol for that. But I understand. But I just, and I never thought about the dopamine thing. I didn't think about that
Yeah.
because I'm like, what is, and they say liquid courage, but here's my thing. Certain things, you say to somebody gonna get your ass beat. So why you feel like because you depressed drinking, what makes you think you still ain't gonna get your ass beat? So I'm still trying to correlate, like, why not just talk to that person or tell that person how you feel before you go there?
Right, because typically we judge ourselves, right? We tiptoe around people and our words, and most of the time, most of us are not showing up as our true authentic self. We're wearing a mask of what we want people to perceive us as. And so we filter our words, we filter how we present ourselves, because of what we feel like people might think about us, right? In this image that we want to portray. What'd you say?
I don't give a shit what they think about me. I really don't.
That's good though. I think that's great.
But that's always been my attitude, but I've been told that's not the attitude to have. You should care about what people think. And no, I shouldn't. Why should I care about what somebody thinks of me? Because just because they have an opinion of me, that probably ain't even the way I am. So I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
They can think what they want. And I've always been like that. But even my mom told me that. She's like, well, you really need to care what people think because, they might think and you're not, they can think what they want.
Yeah.
You need to come to me, talk to me, ask me, get to know me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't do that and you think a certain way, I don't really give a damn.
Yeah. And I think it takes really two things, right? I think that's true vulnerability, like showing up where you're able to just be your authentic self. And it takes a lot of courage. So kudos to you, because most people are very aware, and maybe even fearful about what other people may think about them. So I think that's great that you could be transparent. You could just be you, and your authentic self is always showing up first. But for most people, we allow others to have our personal power. We give the power to them and we worry about what they might think and we question ourselves and we doubt ourselves because we're giving our power to them now. Like we no longer have the power, they have the power.
Which brings about anxiety, correct?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. You got it. You got it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Because it's performance. I'm performing. Not really being me. I'm not really being authentic to myself.
Yeah.
So I think it takes great courage to be able to be authentic. And you're probably a really honest person too.
I am, because I'm gonna tell you if you don't like it,
Yeah.
You don't ask. My thing is, don't ask me if you don't want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
But if we think about it, how many people are really actually living in their truth? Most people are not living in their truth. They're not really living an unfiltered life. They're living a very filtered life with multiple masses.
But here's my thing with being authentic and being yourself and being me.
Yeah.
Saying what I want to say, and some people could perceive that as being rude, mean, because I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you think, or you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you, but if you don't want the answer if you don't want the truth, then don't ask me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got on a purple dress, purple shoes, and an orange hat. Don't ask me if that look good, because that don't look good. You look like Barney with a clown hat on. And I'm gonna tell you, let me say this: if I love you and I care about you, I'm gonna be like this. If you don't take that shit off, you look like a clown.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you somebody I don't know, you just asking my opinion, I'm still gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, well, I don't just look in the mirror and really tell me what you think. But if you my friend, I'm gonna tell you, girl, that don't know.
Right. Right.
But see, I've had some people to tell me, oh, you rude. You just mean. No, I'm not. Do you want me to? Perfect example. My own wife, okay, getting ready for surgery. And of course, because I'm a nurse, she comes to me, babe, can you tell me, am I going to be in pain? Is it going to hurt? Blah, blah, blah. I say, you really want me to answer that? And she said, yes. I said, I'm telling you right now, that shit going to hurt like hell. You're going to be in pain. You ain't going to be able to walk. You're going to be mad. You're going to be pissed off, but you're going to be in some pain. It's going to feel like Freddy Krueger got his hand in. And she was like, well, damn, just tell me to jump off the bridge already. You asked me.
Yeah.
You asked me. So you want me to lie to you and say, well, babe, no, you're not going to hurt. They're going to get in, they're going to do the surgery. You're going to come home and you're going to be just fine. And if I say that to you and then you come home and you can't even breathe without being in pain, then you're going to be mad. But she responds with, oh, well, you should just tell me, just go jump off the bridge. What? But you asked me, is it going to hurt? They opening up your back, moving all your internal organs to one side so they can do what they know. They opening up your stomach to go to your back. So they moving all your internal organs out the way. They messing with stuff. When they put that stuff back, you're going to hurt like hell. Now, you can take pain medicine, but she still felt like I was rude.
Well, and I
was mean to her because I don't know what she expected me to tell her, but she's been with me 25 years. I ain't about to sugarcoat, girl. You're going to be hurting.
She might have felt that you didn't show compassion.
And that's what I was going to say too, because sometimes when I'm all for being your authentic self, right? I think that's great. But then I also like to practice discernment, right? Because it sounds like she was looking for like encouragement, like to kind of feel better about going into the surgery. But you could be real, right? But it sounds like too, like when we're authentic, and I just think this is period. Like we do have to use a sense of discernment when we're talking to certain people and when we're at different places. Because everything doesn't need to be said. Like you can still be your authentic self without saying
in that situation, what I said needed to be said.
Okay.
But now, in the same token, after she told me to tell her, I should have just told her jump off the bridge. I went even further to say, well, babe, I'm a nurse. I'm going to be here. I'm going to help you. I'm going to take care of you. Okay. But I'm not going to lie to you. But she didn't. It took her a minute for me to get that out because she was like, I can't believe you. But I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Especially about anything medical. I'm just not.
Yeah.
And also everybody has a different type of pain tolerance. So again, like I said, you've been with her long enough, to know. But I still, in V's defense, I would have felt the same way. Because I think it's the delivery. We talk about that sometimes too. It's the delivery. Of course, yeah, you're going to be stern and you're going to tell her exactly what to expect. But because unless we've had the same, and we're still not going to react the same way. If you and I have the same type of surgery, it may take you 8 weeks to recover, where it may take me 10 or it may take me 6. So it just all depends. So I think in certain situations, it's the delivery. And I know sometimes they be expecting you to walk on eggshells.
Excitable when I said it, like I'm telling y'all. But I still said, no, it's going to hurt. You're going to be in pain, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. And the reason why I was really so stern with her, because this is a woman who walked around for 3 years with her back clicking every time she takes a step because she don't like doctors. This is a woman who went to the doctor and he said, if you don't have this surgery, you will not walk again. This because she don't like doctors. So at this point, I ain't sugarcoating nothing. You're going to get this surgery, but this is what's going to happen. But you're going to be better. I'm going to be here to take care of you, and you're going to be fine. But yeah, it's going to hurt. They tear you open.
It's going to, anytime they open you up, because they're using real tools. You know, people don't even realize that when they operating on you, they are using the tool shed. They're using the tools in the shed. So you are going.
And I mean, I had compassion. I did have compassion. And I do understand after the fact, though, I thought about it that she's scared. She don't like the going to sleep and all of that. So I probably threw her into some anxiety. But I had to tell her what.
I mean, you threw me into it when you were telling her. I got anxiety when you was telling her. You know.
Well,
so, yeah.
I mean,
because like I said, they look for us, the loved ones and the companions. They look for that comfort. Not they want to know the truth, but they want to be comforted in knowing that, okay, damn, she ain't have to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you also, like you say, on the other hand, like, look, I ain't finna sugarcoat it with you. I'm just letting you know, this is how it's gonna be. This is what it is. It's real.
I wanted her to watch the video so she can see what was gonna happen, and she didn't want.
That would have been worse.
Well, I mean, before I had my neck surgery, I wanted to see. I watched the video, so I know what y'all doing.
You're in healthcare. You are a nurse, of course.
Well, she go watch.
No.
Anyway, but yeah.
Now it's an anyway. No.
I wasn't cutting you off, Key. I was just saying. Anyway, that's what I realized, that I threw her into some anxiety about the surgery. But I like you say, a lot of people can't authentically be themselves. I didn't know another way to tell her as a nurse and as your wife while you're preparing to go through this. I said that, but after all of that, I was like, well, babe, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna take care of you. You know, I took off. I'm here.
It's too late. You wanna send me in the shock. It's too late. It's too late. Mentally, I done checked out. So and I'm like, and seriously, real talk. I done checked out mentally, because now only thing I have is the anxiety of this surgery, this operation, of what's about to happen to me. And it ain't even happened yet, but I already anticipated the after. How I'm gonna feel and all of this. And she may not have even felt as bad or whatever, but because
I sent her in, baby. She was done.
Because of the conversation is now like it's etched in her brain, because she pulled all of that in. She soaked it all in, and a lot, and that just can throw. It probably did hurt, but that can throw people into that anxiety state to where they might not even be able to get the surgery, because so much is going on in their body and mentally. Then the body is not relaxed enough to go through it. I'm glad that's my girl. So we're glad that she's on the opposite end of it. And she she got the surgery and she's a whole lot better. But really, I mean, Vanay is the therapist. She's the professional. But again, just listening and just being real. Sometimes it's our delivery. We can be as what and as out for, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't give that if it hurt, but we have to show empathy when we're delivering certain things. and talking to people. And now, depending on how they take it, like you said, after I done gave it to you, it's on you.
Right.
It's a you problem. But if, like you say, if you brought it to me, I'm gonna tell you the truth because I love you first.
Yeah.
It's like, look, coming to me, I'm gonna give you straight, no chaser, because I'm telling you this because I love you. Now, if you don't want it, but I agree with you too. If you don't want it, don't ask
but
me.
see, my concern was if I say, well, babe, you know, it might hurt a little bit, da da da, you know, and then after the surgery, she's gonna be like, well, why you ain't tell me it was gonna hurt like this? And da da da. So I told her. But my question to you, Vanay, as a therapist, I know you said a lot of people don't show up as their authentic selves. Is it ever a time when a person shouldn't be authentic?
Never.
See, see, that's why I feel like
but I do agree with Kiki because that's why I was saying discernment.
Y'all keeping up on me.
No, I'm just saying because with discernment comes before delivery. Discernment comes before the delivery, right? Because discernment says, how can I give her this?
Hey, Tequila.
Okay.
Yeah, how can I give her this information? Do I need to give it to her hardcore? Do I need to give it to her with compassion? Do I need to give it to her while showing some empathy? Do I need to give it to her hardcore while rubbing her shoulder? You know, like, what's the discernment? The discernment is going to be helpful with the way you deliver it. That's still being you, still be you, right? But
I need to work on that. I told you I need some therapy. I'm gonna have to schedule some sessions with your girl. I need some therapy because I also, you know, and my mom used to say this all the time. This was one of the things that I tried to carry with me. I tried. I really did. I tried to carry it with me. She said all the time, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I tried, but I just can't. I just got to. But like I said, I wanted to ask you, know, is there ever a time that you shouldn't be authentic, that you shouldn't be yourself? Even when people feel like you're mean or you're rude because you're yourself.
Absolutely not. I will tell individuals that your inner self, your younger child that's in here is hoping that you show up as your authentic self. Thank you for showing up as your authentic self. The reason why we get triggered in the way that we do is because the inner child is showing up, not really you. It's the inner child that's coming up that's saying, hold up, I got to protect, I got to go in, I got to.
Oh, see, now I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. So the more we show up authentically and the more we're able to really be ourselves, guess what we're doing? We're establishing rapport and relationship with our inner self. Our inner self is now thanking us because I could trust you more to show up for us. I don't have to come in and be triggered. I don't have to come in and use my protective mechanisms on this. I could trust you to use your tools to be able to navigate this thing and advocate for us and be our authentic self. Yeah. So Kiki, I like that you mentioned the tools, right? The doctors going in using real life tools. We need tools too. So some tools for anxiety is, of course, I don't know if everybody has heard of it, but it's pretty popular. It's the square breathing, right? With the square breathing, the reason why square breathing can be very helpful is because you're resetting the nervous system.
Now I've never heard of, I'm a nurse and I haven't heard of square breathing.
So can we do it together?
Yes,
please. Yeah, what is it?
Everybody kind of sit up.
Okay.
Get your
all y'all viewers out there, y'all better tune in and get this stuff while it's free. While it's free, you better get it while it's free.
You better get it while it's free.
Better get it while it's free.
So we're gonna inhale for 4, hold it for 4, and blow it out for 4. But when you blow it, act like it's a piece of paper here and you're trying to move it. So blow hard out. Okay. So we're gonna breathe in, and I'm gonna count you guys. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. I like that. I like that you guys are breathing out slowly. Breathe it out hard, but breathe it out slow so you can kind of like release it all. We're going to do it one more time, okay? So sit up. All right, we're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it at your center right here. 2, 3, 4. Blow out. 2, 3, 4. How was that?
That was good. So what does the square breathing target?
Yes, so it targets your nervous system. When your nervous system is in fight or flight, it resets it. I'm gonna add one more thing to the square breathing that I like to use with clients, and this is going to really help get you back into your body. Put your hand on your heart. Notice, can you feel like your heart beating a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is your chest warm? You can feel
Mine
your.
is. I'm always warm.
Okay, me too. I'm always warm too. All right. What is something that you feel like your inner child needs to hear from you right now? You could just say one thing, or I can give you guys a statement that we can say.
I'm enough.
Love that, right? So we're going to do the deep breathing, the 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hold it, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. But before we start that, we're going to say, I am enough. Actually, we're going to say we are enough because we're really talking to our inner child, okay? So you want to let her know that you got her. How you let her know that is that you're connecting back into your body, all right? And we're resetting the nervous system at the same time. Y'all ready?
Yep.
We
are enough.
Enough.
Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. How was that?
So I need to do this right before I feel like I want to hurt somebody?
That's right. That's right. Every morning we should be talking to 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old us.
8-year-old with me.
Okay.
But
8-year-old us.
And this is called square breathing, right?
Yes. They also have like free tutorials on YouTube. It will just run it for you. And you could just do it with video. And it's like a 5-minute video. It goes over it so many times, but you could just do that when you first wake up. Get back into your body. Because guess what we do as women? We're already on to-do list number 3. Right when we step out of bed. I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta call her, I gotta here, Guess what the inner child is saying? See me, honor me, validate me. Where do I fit into this equation? We got to always let her know, I see you and I got you. I'm going to take care of you today. I love you today. I'm going to honor you today. I'm going to show up for us today. I'm going to advocate for you today. The reason why this is so important is because we will meet our own needs instead of looking to other people to meet our needs for us. We won't be looking to somebody else to validate me. I won't be looking for you to celebrate me. I'm celebrating me already. I'm celebrating me already.
We learned that at my mental health retreat, the very first one I did. Yeah.
But so when I sit on the side of my bed, which is crazy, but I sit on the side of my bed every morning and do that.
Yes.
Now, I don't do affirmations or confirmation, but knowing me and, just the things that I've had to endure personally, as far as getting through the day or getting through the week, I take that moment and say, sit on the side of the bed before I do anything else. And I take that breath and I'm speaking, like you said, affirmations like, okay, you got this key. Today is going to be good. Not knowing that it was a name for it. I just know that this is what I got to do.
Right.
That's so good.
To get through my days, because I've had days, which the last year and a half of all of the anxiety, depression and just overwhelmingness, and I've had all of that. So I've had to have conversations with myself to say, hey, self. Myself said, and I said, this is what we got to do today. We're going to have to just take it day by day.
Yes.
Because I know me, I anticipate the future. I anticipate what's going to happen before it even happens. So I done already got anxiety. Like you were speaking earlier about stuff that has not even happened yet. But I've already, because of what I felt that happened yesterday, the day before yesterday or whatever, I'm already anticipating some shit. So
Yeah.
I have to go in and say, okay, today we're not doing this. Today we're not. I do that. So that's just confirmation.
Yes.
That I'm moving in the right direction
The right direction.
toward the anxiety. Because like you said earlier, everybody has a case of anxiety, be it high, low, whatever. We all suffer from anxiety. Everybody suffers from a little depression, whether they want to admit to it or not. We all suffer from, and right now it's a lot of that going on because of so much that's going on in the world and in our personal lives. We got a lot of that going on. So it takes, people like you, Vanay, for us to, like we were talking the other day, to say, you're not crazy if you have a therapist. You're not crazy if you go and see somebody and talk to somebody outside of your circle, somebody that don't know you, because if they know you, like you say, Quana, they could judge us by you. If we could be judged, but we could. I want to be my authentic self.
Yeah.
And not be judged or anything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want you, like I said, I'm gonna be real with you, but it's still gonna come from a place of love, or come from a place of, well, I know, so you may hold back because you know me, or you might not give everything because you know me. Whereas I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna sit down with you and I'm gonna tell you, Vanay, I'm gonna just straight, no chaser.
Right.
This is how I feel. This is what I got going on. Talk to me, tell me, and I don't want those sugarcoat shit. We are not Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Right.
We're not the chocolate factory. So tell me what it is. Because right now my hands are up in the air. I don't know anymore.
Yeah. I think you mentioned a lot of great points, and I love that you've been understanding to your inner voice, because that tells me that you're in relationship with you. Something that might help with the anxiety, the anxious thoughts, is when you're doing this affirmation, tell yourself, I trust me, because anxiety is just looking for security.
So can I skip something right now before we go into what to do about it?
Yeah.
Can we tell some people, can we tell the people, like, what are the signs of anxiety that we need to look for?
Okay. Well, anxiety might look different in everybody, but for the most part is being in the future, right? It's about overthinking things, thinking of worst case scenarios, ruminating on something that you think is going to happen, or you're preparing that something is going to happen. You're trying to get ahead of the game. You're trying to get ahead. That's what anxiety looks like. Thought life, feelings, it just might be doing this. Well, let me say this. In behavior, it looks like doing this. Sometimes us as women, we're in the doing this, and that's really anxiety. And what I mean by doing this is we're cleaning the kitchen. We can't sit down. The kids want us to sit down and watch a movie. I can't. I got to clean up the kitchen. I got to wash the dishes. That's anxiety.
That's V.
Because I'm not okay with sitting with myself, because up here is running. It's running. So I got to run with it. Okay. So that's what it looks like behavior wise. Feeling wise is worry. I'm really worried. And the root of anxiety is fear. I'm really fearful.
Yeah.
I'm really fearful. Right. I might, and unconsciously, it might not I might not know that I'm fearful about it, but the worry and the me thinking about it and thinking about steps on how I can do it and all of that, that's really fear. There's fear behind that. And that's why I was telling Kiki, when it comes to anxiety, remind yourself, I can trust me. I don't need to be in control of the situation. I'm okay with releasing it. I don't need to know next steps because I trust me no matter what it's going to look like. I trust me. Whatever outcome comes, I'm good because I trust me. And that's when, so y'all know anxiety don't never go away like this, right? It don't never go away like that. It's like, right? It kind of makes sure like we good, right? Like it's working. The body is amazing. Anxiety is working for you, right? It just doesn't know that this is not a life-threatening situation. And it's our responsibility to ourselves to say it's not. And I got this. We got this. We can handle this. We can manage this. We could delegate this. I trust me. These conversations that we need to have with ourselves is rewiring. It's rewiring the cycle up here, and it's resetting the nervous system.
That's good. That's good.
I know I have anxiety. I was just telling them last week on the show, because my wife and I were in so many car accidents till now. When I get in a car, I am so scared that somebody's going to hit me that I fear I'm going to hurt somebody else because I'm trying to, no, you're not going to hit my car, and I'm not even looking over here. I'm only paying attention to them coming in and I'm like, ugh. And my anxiety just goes through the roof when I get in the car.
Yeah. Tell me
what. And I'm always going some damn where. You think I would stay out the car, right? But I always have somewhere to go. So I go, but in that car, I'm done. I'm just over it till I get where I'm going.
And that's a little PTSD as well. Because the same way this bad accident back in December that I had with the encounter with the deer. Never have ever had that happen. And the fact of how it happened. And we're out here in the country, Lady K and I. So deers are they're out and they come out. And now when I tell you to see a deer, I go from 0 to 1,000. And it's hard for me I can't even come back down. Like I say, I don't even have this conversation. Only person that's I really had is my son, because he was in the car with me. And I would call and check on him every night. He'll check on me, say, you good? I've had an incident or whatever. And just that instant, that moment that our lives could have been wiped, takes me back. Every time it's replayed. Anytime I see a deer. And the other day, 2 was crossing the street. One was, and like I grabbed the steering wheel, and it was like I was on my way to work, and all of this was. So it's like you say, it's reoccurring. So no matter what, those accidents that Bayou Diva been in, it's always gonna reoccur. So like you said, that anxiety is always on a roller coaster. So is there anything that can be done to, I really want to say get rid of it, but because we don't know it's gonna happen until it gets ready to happen, is anticipated. I mean, how does that work?
Before you answer that, I want to say something too about when Key said the PTSD, that and the anxiety with me, like when I get in a car, I picture me having an accident and I ain't even had the accident. So like she said, what can help with that? Because with me, it's a combination of the two going on at the same time. Because I'm nervous, and then I'm thinking, Lord, I didn't picture the accident, and it'll never happen. I done got where I need to go, but I really saw this accident happening, and it ain't never happened.
So I think the first thing we need to do is we feel it first in our body, right? Make the heart racing, right? Even the tightness in the chest, us breathing heavily, like we feel it in the body. And next come the thoughts. But I also want to be very careful with our words because I am hearing, I have anxiety. No, let's stop attaching anxiety to us.
Okay.
I manage anxiety.
Okay.
Because we have to also, our words are very powerful and our mind is listening to our words, right? And we don't want to give anxiety too much power. Because if I say I have anxiety, guess what my mind is going to do? It's going to think of all the worst case scenarios to protect me from the anxiety.
Okay.
So again, your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So we want to be mindful with what we're saying and the labels that we're attaching to ourselves. You can have anxiety symptoms, but don't say it's my anxiety because guess what? I'm attaching myself to that thing.
Okay.
And I don't want to be attached to nothing. I don't want to be attached to nothing or no one. Right? So I manage anxiety, and this is what managing anxiety looks like. Because if I tell my mind that I'm managing, guess what it's going to think of? It's not going to think of worst case scenarios. It's going to think of my tools that I can use. Me deep breathing, me calming down in the car, me maybe holding on to the steering wheel, but I'm breathing while I'm doing it. Okay, so be mindful with your words first. And then what we want to do, we want to call anxiety out for what it is. Sometimes when we feel anxiety, we're like, I don't want to feel this. I hate the way anxiety feels. Go away from me. Let me see what I can do to try to get this anxiety off of me. Call it out. This is anxiety. I see you. I feel you. I'm acknowledging you. Why are you here? What's up for me right now? Because remember, anxiousness is a feeling. And feelings are indicators. So what is it indicating that's going on within me that I need to acknowledge? Let me own it so that I don't have to keep reliving the experience and the thoughts. I want to learn what I'm supposed to learn from this. I want to learn what I'm supposed to learn from this so that anxiety can go on about its way. So when the life-threatening situation, anxiety can come on up and we can handle business. Right? But so let's be careful with how we're using the term anxiety. And when you feel anxiety, hi anxiety, I know it's you. What's up?
Acknowledge it.
What's up?
Acknowledge it.
Yeah, I acknowledge you. Why are you here? What's coming up right now that's making me feel like my body is at a threat right now? How can I manage it? All right, let me start going into my deep breathing. Let me start talking to myself. Let me put my hand on my chest. Let me walk out the room for a minute and come to gather myself and then come back. What is it that I need to do on my end? Most of the time we allow anxiety to run the show. Anxiety don't run no show. We run the show, but we got to have the tools to be able to calm it down, to feel secure enough to go away.
So the square breathing is one of the tools, right?
Square breathing, grounding. If you don't like the affirmations, so some people don't like affirmations, it's not their thing, that's absolutely fine. One thing that you can also do is if you're in a room, something where somebody doesn't really know that you're doing this, because sometimes deep breathing can look really obvious too, you can say, what do I see? Name things that you can see, name things that you can smell, name things, go back into your senses, name things I could touch, maybe start rubbing your feet into your shoe. Distract your mind. Distract your mind. Get it on something else that's calming, that you see the walls are cream, the floor is nice on my feet. I really like that rug over there. So start, grounding yourself where you are, because anxiety is so much in the future. It doesn't allow us to be in the present moment. Grounding, what I just stated with the senses, it allows you to get back into the present moment. Holding your heart, speaking to yourself puts you back in the present moment. We're not in the future anymore.
Okay. I learned something different this time. Wait a minute. I'm taking my little note. Okay.
Does any of our den dwellers that have logged in today, do you all have any questions for the beautiful Vanay Butler? There we have a therapist on deck today, and she's $3.99 for y'all. Y'all better get it while you can.
Y'all better get it while it's free. Get it while, because she is not free, honey. She charged for this knowledge. And as therapists and counselors and psychiatrists, psychologists, as they should charge, because they're helping you get your life together, and that takes time. That takes time. But you guys can always go back and watch this. But if y'all have any questions, ask the questions now, because right now we're gonna move into depression. And let's go back. Anxiety.
Okay.
What does anxiety? I know you don't too much deal with kids, but I know you've dabbled a little bit. So, what are some anxiety symptoms that we can look for in kids?
Okay. So same with adults, right? The doingness, got the hands on everything, everywhere. Don't not able to concentrate, not able to focus in. They can't sit still for long periods of time. They also might give you a sense of worry, having a lot of questions. What is that? What does that do? That type of thing. But that it's like an obsession with it, not just curiosity. So not just curiosity, just
like, why are you using that? So what is it gonna do? So is it gonna hurt me? I've been with I've done peds, and I've been with some kids that do that.
And physically show symptoms, hand shaking, voice shaking. They might have some of that going on too. So if you are a parent and you have moderate to severe anxiety, be mindful, because our children mirror our behavior. And so we might be rubbing that off on them as well. Can I share a quick story real fast?
Yeah. We got plenty of time.
I got robbed years ago, probably about when my daughter's 18. So that was like 17 years ago. I got robbed in front of my house, which was my safe place, right? So really messed me up. And so I would be really afraid at night, because it happened very early in the morning, but it was still dark outside. So anytime I was going out at night or early in the morning, if I have to go to work and be at work early, I was very fearful. I would go to the door, I would open up the door, close the door, look back out the window, go back to the peephole, open up the door, close the door, go back to the window. That was my PTSD, right? That was my anxiety at work, right? My daughter, fast forward 3 to 4 years, I'm at the grocery store, and I'm not saying that I'm anxious. I know that I am anxious, but I'm moving in at a fast pace. I'm trying to hurry up and get in the car. And my daughter says, hurry up, Mom, we got to hurry up and get up in the car. And and I was like, oh my gosh. The same way that I'm responding, she is definitely, because there's nothing for her to be afraid of. That didn't happen to her. She didn't get robbed. She wasn't even with me. But because she's so used to me behaving in this way all the time, at night, she will start to get anxious. She will start going to the window. She will start looking out. And so, we have to be mindful of the way that we're showing up, and that we're able to start. And this is before I got into the mental health field and all of that. So I wasn't aware of any tools, honey. I was just trying to live and survive. But I didn't realize how much of my behavior I was showing up for her, and she automatically received it. And she started doing the same exact things that I was doing. And so if you do have anxiety, start practicing the tools even in front of your children. The deep breathing. My kids love to do meditation. They don't even know how to do the deep breathing, the 4 square breathing. but they see me do it, and so they begin to implement it and integrate it into their routine because it's just what they see mom do, and they mirror our behavior. They're like little sponges, right? And so with kids, I just would say be very mindful of their behavior. You as a parent have instincts, and you know when something is off with your baby.
And is some of the tools for adults would be some of the same tools that
Absolutely.
that they can use as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So every night before my kids go to bed, we're doing affirmations. We're putting our hand on our heart. We're telling ourselves who we are. We're reminding ourselves of who we are. We're doing deep breathing. We're doing all of those things because even though they might not have the vocabulary for it to be able to verbalize everything that they're feeling right now, they're learning tools. And I want them to put these tools on repeat. So when they get older, they're like, oh, I know, I've already been, this is automatic for me. This is just what I do, and now I have the vocabulary and the understanding to be able to just know what this is. And it's already integrated into my life. So absolutely, you could definitely do those with your children too. Better yet, get on their level. Ask them, how was your day? How did that make you feel? If you go on Google right now, search up feelings wheel on your phone, then go to images, you'll pull up a feelings wheel. Print it out.
Feelings what?
It's called a feelings wheel.
Will, like WILL?
WHEEL.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a wheel.
A wheel, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Feelings wheel. Google it. Then go to images. A lot of circles with a lot of different pretty colors will come up.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Print that off for your babies. Print it off for you because these are good check-ins. It kind of steers away from the good, bad. I'm doing good. I'm okay. I'm straight. I'm chilling. It gets away from that, and it kind of allows you to go deeper. What you want your child to do is to get out of that first circle there. It's another circle around the first circle. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could pick any of those.
Go to the images. Oh, you are.
Go down one row because I think you got to pay for those. I don't know if they can see it.
You go, the free ones. I just clicked on one of them.
Perfect. You go to that second one. I love the second one.
Yeah, that's the one I clicked on.
Mm-hmm. So that smaller circle in there, that's the feelings that we typically say all the time. I'm good, I'm bad, I'm sad, I'm mad. I want you to go to that second layer. Why? I want you to go to that second layer. One, you're giving me more context as to what you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. Two, you're feeling a story. I feel this because whatever, A, B, C, D. It's not just, I'm good. Good can mean anything. I don't really know what that means. It's too broad. I don't want to hear good. I don't want to hear straight. I don't want to hear chilling. I don't know what that means. Tell me what you're feeling. Let's go through this together. And they might not be ready for the third outer wheel, but definitely go over the first and second wheel with the children. Now for the adults, absolutely go out to that third wheel. Go out to the third wheel.
Oh, to the third part?
Mm-hmm, to the outer wheel.
So that one that has all the for sad, it goes out to remorseful, stupid, inferior, isolated, apathetic, and sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's see if I'm feeling depressed, right? I'm gonna go to sad, right? And then I'm gonna go probably to depressed. That's right there. You see depressed. And then I'm going to ask myself, do I feel inferior or empty? You see how depressed has just two slots right here, empty and inferior? I'm going to choose one of those.
Oh, okay.
Am I feeling empty? Am I feeling numb? That's very different from I'm feeling sad, isn't it?
It's a whole lot different.
So Joyce says she's feeling isolated.
Okay, let's find isolated
So,
Joyce.
and that's with lonely and that's with lonely.
Lonely and sad. Yeah,
Sad
lonely.
and lonely.
It's under the sad category. Oh yeah, there we go. Lonely.
Yeah, lonely, and then vulnerable, and then lonely is isolated and abandoned.
What is it Joy or Joyce? Because I can't see the
Joyce.
name. Sorry.
Joyce.
Okay, Joyce. I would check in with myself to ask what's causing the isolation. Isolation is usually protection mode. What are you protecting yourself from? What would you possibly feel fearful about? What's going on in your world where you feel like you have to isolate? Is it a lack of people don't understand me? I don't feel heard. I don't feel validated. I don't feel like people are honoring me. What is it? So we can get you more into a state where you're able to commune with others.
So Vanay.
Yes, ma'am.
With this wheel, you have the center wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's next to it is a lighter color, and then the outer is the same color as the initial. So what does that signify?
Right. So the initial wheel is typically where we start at.
Okay, so we say so I'm feeling let's just say I'm feeling fearful.
All right, I'm feeling fearful. Then you will pick one of these on this lighter tabs. Are you scared, anxious, insecure, weak, rejected, or feeling threatened?
Okay, so what if I'm feeling more than one from the? So I'm gonna say anxious.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say scared and anxious.
All right. So you can definitely have more than one feeling, and sometimes people feel a happy and a bad feeling at the same time.
Okay.
Depends on what's going on, right? So you said scared and anxious. So first, let's go to scared. Are you feeling more helpless or frightened?
More helpless.
All right, helpless. So we know we have helpless coming from the scared category. Let's move over to the anxious. Are you feeling more overwhelmed or worried?
Let's just say we could say both, but more so overwhelmed.
All right, so we got overwhelmed and we have hopeless. This is the part where we check in with ourselves by asking the question, why? Be like Inspector Gadget now.
Okay.
Why? What is making me feel helpless? What is making me feel overwhelmed? What do I feel like I don't have control over right now for the overwhelm? And what do I feel like I have no answers to for the helpless? That will bring more context to why you're feeling what you're feeling. Because remember, feelings are just indicators of what's going on the inside. You guys are frozen. I don't know if I'm frozen. And I can't hear anybody anymore.
I'm sorry, I had mine on mute. I said, no, I'm good. I just stopped for a minute. I'm just looking. Yeah, I feel about 15, 20 things on this wheel. So,
yeah. So it's just a good check-in for you to be able to check in with self to say, why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Because there's always a why behind the feeling. After we figure out what the why is for the feeling, that will give us the next step on what we need to do about the why.
Okay. All right. They've been having some issues, so they'll probably pop back on.
Okay. I thought it was
no. But so let's dive into depression.
Okay.
Tell us what depression looks like, signs and symptoms of depression. And I know it's different with everybody, but some of the things that you learned and that you know about, tell us some of the signs and symptoms of depression.
Yeah, it's a heaviness physically. It feels like a heaviness on you, a weight on you, where it's more so with the language, I can't and I won't. That's kind of what depression is, the narrative of depression. I can't and I won't. And then some of the behaviors that might show up is sadness. It's not doing things that we used to normally do, not wanting to hang out with those that we normally used to hang out with, not finding pleasure in previous interests and hobbies. It's feeling like I'm at a loss. It's feeling hopelessness. It's feeling powerlessness. It's feeling helpless. Depression is a feeling that feels stuck. So it is very heavy and it can be very extreme, and it can be challenging to get out of depression. And then some ways that we can kind of get ourselves out of depression is being proactive, being productive. You want to do the things that you might not feel like doing, but you know you should do. Small things. Doesn't have to be go out and go to the mall. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It could just mean maybe getting up and washing your face. Maybe getting up and going outside, sitting on the patio with a coffee. Small things, attainable things that might feel like a win for you. Something that I always tell my clients is get up and make your bed. Because you want to start implementing small wins in your day, because small wins make us feel like accomplished, confident. So we want to start turning that around and get me excited, get my motivation to increase so that I can begin to come out of the depression.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so, but I know you said to start small with simple things like you said, get a cup of coffee, fix your bed, wash your face. But how do we do that?
Yeah, I think it goes back to us having those conversations with ourselves. And not only that, but not allowing your feeling to consume what we do next. Because a lot of times it's going to feel like I don't want to. It has to be, but I must. I must get up. I must. And if you really don't feel like you have the energy and you are completely depleted, call a friend. Call a friend and say, you know what, I need some support. I need you just to help me get out of the bed, or come pick me up and take me to the park. Or, if you feel like you cannot do it, that's when you call on your lifeline, your support system, your girlies to, come get you, to help you get out of this. Also, one thing that I do want to say is do not be afraid to get medication. If it's consistently like this and you're not feeling like you can do the basic things, gather the information that you need to gather. You make a decision on whether you want to start medication, just to put you back at a baseline so that you can begin to add tools to your routine.
But if you, if you should be on medication, how do you get there? You know what I'm saying? You're depressed. You don't want to get up. You don't want to put any clothes on. You know you need the help, but how do you get there?
Yeah, I think this is when your support system is going to have to come through. This is why it's so important to check on our people, because it may actually get to that point where you don't do anything and you don't want to do anything and you can't physically make the call. We want to hopefully have a support system to check in with us, or people at our job that's noticing that we're not coming to work, things like that, so that people are checking in on us. And if we feel like we physically can't do anything, do yourself a favor by being honest with yourself and say, I need some help. I need some help. So start with honesty with yourself if you don't feel like you can physically do it for yourself. And then if you know that you suffer with depression, have a support system and tell your support system, I suffer with depression.
But your depression could be a part of not having a support system too.
This is true. This is true. Yeah. that's true. You could possibly not have a support system and maybe feel like you're taking everything on and it feels very overwhelming. For that, what I would say with that is first get some rest so that so your body can reset. I like to start first with, are you eating? Are you sleeping? Are you moving? Before we get into the tools, like, are we doing the basic necessities so that our body can kind of flow off the energy that we've been giving it to restore it, to be able to do some of the things that we might need to do, right? So check in on how you're sleeping, how you're eating, and if you have some type of activity. And if you do not have anybody in your support system, there are numbers, and I could look up some and I can email them to you. So maybe you could put them up a little later. But for a number that you can call to just talk to somebody to let them know, like crisis hotlines, mobile crisis that will come out to your home and will check on you if you do not have a support system.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about mobile crisis. I really didn't know about that. Okay.
They'll come out to your home.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I want to say the number is 988, but I don't want to say the wrong number. So, but yes, I would just Google mobile crisis. Call in. Okay. Yep. It is.
Anybody out there got any questions for Miss Vanay?
I didn't get a chance to finish my wheel.
You didn't get a chance to finish what?
The wheel.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Look.
Go ahead, boo. You can finish your wheel.
Lisa, put off of that. Can you pull it back up? I know I have I lack sleep. Most of that is on me, definitely on me, but I've never really been able to sleep ever.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't know a video was coming on. I saw the 9. It says, how does mobile crisis response work with 988? But that's it. It don't have a number. Is that only 3 numbers you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry, Kiki. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can text it.
Go ahead, Kiki.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're back to this. What did I say? Oh, the fear.
The overwhelmed and helpless.
Yeah.
So after that, I was saying that's when you want to start being Inspector Gadget and asking, what do I feel helpless about? What's making me feel overwhelmed? Like I have no solutions, that I don't have any control. So that's when we become curious with ourselves, right? By asking the questions, why, what, who, all of that, because you want to gather as much information so you can figure out what the true issue is at your core that's having the feeling come up, that's indicating that something is going on within you.
So again, why is that middle wheel lighter than the others?
I don't think there's any significance to that. Okay. I just think that it's the point of it is having you go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's adding context to the feeling. It's giving the feeling a story of what's really going on.
Because, and I'm only saying because I'm, looking at it, and you got the center, which is the core, and the outer are the same colors. So I guess when you're looking at it, that middle is like what you have to go through or get through to get to the outside. I don't know. I think I'm doing too much. I think I'm too much into it. That's what I do.
I mean, because I've shown this to so many clients, and I also use it with myself, and I never noticed that. But if you look on Google at all the other feeling wheels, they're all different colors. So I don't know if there's any significance. I might have.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not sure.
I think I was looking too much into it, trying to, I don't know, trying to create a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When it's probably, it may not even be one. I think I was just trying to create it.
Yeah, I think it's just allowing you to go a little deeper, to expand the emotional vocabulary, to be able to have vulnerable, transparent conversations with yourself. And
So pretty much it's like if you're feeling fearful, you know, why are you feeling, what's making you feel fearful? And like you said, if I'm like the weak, me being weak, me being rejected or threatened, those are the reasons for me feeling fearful. And then go into, I guess, in depth. So it's because, are you feeling rejected because,
right,
you know,
exactly.
you're wise, the
Mhm.
persecuted, the nervousness, and it being so
Yes.
okay.
It just gives your feeling more context. So remember, I was saying fear is the root of anxiety. You see anxiety here, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it just
I really like this too. I really, really like this. I'm gonna have to print me one out.
yes, I have it. And maybe because I'm just a dork about mental health, I have it as my home screen, y'all. It's ridiculous. But I need daily reminders to check in with myself as well.
But that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you suggest daily reminders? I mean, you've done the grounding, the hand on the chest, you know, the I trust me, the affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
anything else or any other tools that you can give the listeners and us
Yes.
on a regular or on a daily to help
Yes.
with our daily routines, like
Yeah, absolutely. So
And do it for both anxiety and depression.
well, I think they're going to work together for both.
For both. Okay.
So what you can do is do a debriefing with yourself at the end of the day or maybe on your way at home. I love being in a car. That's like my sanctuary. It's quiet. Nobody's calling my name. I'm by myself, or in the shower. Those are only two places that people not calling my name. So pick a quiet place, okay? And ask yourself, what went well for me today? How did I feel today? What did I need progress on or could have done better? And how do I want my day to go tomorrow? Okay. This is a check-in, but it also allows you, one, space to be vulnerable and be honest about where you are. Two, to get back into relationship with self. And three, you can begin to measure progress. You get to understand what tools are effective and what tools are ineffective for me. Right? And that's our personal responsibility for self. Another thing that you can do, let me see, what else do I do with my clients? Also, if you Google in core values and put Brene Brown, it will give you a list of core values. I want you to circle 10 core values that really resonate with you. Now, the hard part about this is all the core values sound great. I only want you to circle the 10 that resonate most with you. After you circle your 10, you're going to star your top 5 because the values list is going to be your moral compass. This is where the authentic self shows up every single time. The 5 core values is going to be the foundation of who you are. This is how we make decisions. This is how we establish relationships with people who are in alignment with us. This is how we feel like we're walking in purpose by our core values. You need to know your core values because not only do your core values serve as a foundation for your identity, it also allows you to create boundaries for when people violate you. Typically, if you feel violated, irritated, disrespected, there we go, disrespected, stressed out, is because one of your core values have been violated. We need to know what those things are so that we can create boundaries around them. You could just press the download button, go ahead and print it off, pick out your top 10 and then your top 5. 10 is just too many to memorize. That's why I say top 5. But at least you kind of know where you are with your 10 overall.
that's good.
And something we talked about last year that I want to bring up when you said boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that we learned in my first mental health retreat, that I didn't think about. The therapist that was here, she said to us, we can't get angry if someone treats us a certain way if we have not set a boundary with them.
Mm-hmm.
But my thought was, I shouldn't have to tell you how to treat me. But she said, if you don't tell them, because every people don't know. So
Mm-hmm.
if you don't tell a person how to treat you, when they don't treat you like you want, you can't get mad because you did not set those boundaries with these people.
Right.
And not just treating you, but just boundaries, period. What you expect, what you don't want, what you don't like. But when you're building a relationship with somebody, you don't think about, okay, so I need to tell you this what I want, this what I don't want, this what I like, this what I don't like. You're gonna treat me like this how I want to be treated. And if you don't, then why are you angry when they do something that you don't like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when you think about boundaries, and boundaries can be very challenging and sensitive for a lot of people because, and especially I see this a lot with my women clients, is because we're taught to be nice, and boundaries come off as you're being mean, right? But I want you to think of it like this: businesses all have policies and procedures. If you violate a policy or procedure, what's happening? You're getting a verbal warning. You're getting written up, and then you're getting suspended. So if businesses have this to provide structure, to provide routine, to have a streamline of success for their company, why don't we have that with ourselves? We need to have policies and procedures for us, because it is my whole responsibility to teach you how to love me, because you don't know me like I know me. So I have to teach you how to love me. And that I can only teach you by telling you and showing you how I like to be showed up for. Now, what you do with that is on you. And you could do whatever you want with that. But then it comes back to me to say, am I going to tolerate this, or or is this something that I can manage? You didn't have to make the ultimate decision. Am I going to tolerate this, or is this something I can manage? So the boundaries are really for you. They're protection for you. So have policies and procedures for yourself, and know what happens if somebody violates a boundary. Don't be like, I don't know. No, what's the next step? Because they need to know, because policies and procedures are set up in place for correction. People need correction, and they need us to correct them. So we got to know how we're going to go about doing that. Am I going to verbally tell you that? And if so, how many times am I going to verbally tell you that? And then I got to ask myself, how many times is too many times, before I then have to make another decision on whether I want to walk away from this.
Well, I mean, since that mental health retreat, I've set a whole lot of boundaries with people.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
that's probably why I've lost some people, and I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it. So, I tell you, life is hard. Life is really hard. And it's, when we have, I'm sorry, y'all, that's the print. I'm printing out these list of values. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
If y'all hear that noise, but, there's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in people's lives. It's like, it's hard to just navigate through the day. Like Kiki said, and it's something that I need to practice, because Lady K and Kiki know me. They know I got 50 million things to do. When I get out the bed, I honestly, before I get out the bed, I say, thank you, Lord, for letting me see another day. And that's it for about 2 hours till I'm up. I gotta get dressed. I gotta take the dogs out. I gotta do this. I do that. I do this. And it's like 2 hours before I can sit down and have my time with God.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I have to practice before I get out of that bed doing what you said, like what Kiki does. I don't even think about that, but I need to start doing that, like saying that, today is going to be a good day. I'm going to show up for you, all of those things that can talk to that inner child and let them know that I'm there for them that day. Because
Yeah.
I don't do that. Now I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna read my Bible and I'm gonna do my little book and I'm gonna read my little daily women's daily affirmation book. I'll do all of that, but I don't take the time to do what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
maybe twice a week I might meditate. I wanted to start doing it a little more, but I'm so busy.
Mm-hmm.
But that alone could help me get through the day.
Mm-hmm.
The square breathing, the talking to myself with those positive little quotes or affirmations to myself, I think that would really help me throughout my day. And I never thought about doing that. The only thing was on my mind is I gotta give God some time. I
Yeah.
don't care what time of day it is. I got to get a Lord sometime. And normally it's 3 or 4 hours after I get up. Again, I'll say my little prayer in the morning before I get out the bed. Thank you, God, for letting me see another day. Cover my family, cover me, cover my day, da da da. And then when I settle down for a moment, then that's when I read my Bible and I do all my other stuff.
Yeah.
But I think what Kiki is doing and what you said to do would probably calm me down and help me navigate through my day a little better.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to start using these tools. And I promise you, I'm going to start doing some therapy with you.
Okay.
But I'm going to start implementing these tools that we talked about tonight because, again, I didn't know I was suffering. Well, I knew I was suffering with anxiety, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that I was suffering with depression
Mm-hmm.
for certain things, certain signs and symptoms that you said. It's like, oh, wow, I was okay. And a lot of times people don't know. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason for me focusing on the mental illnesses and especially anxiety and depression. Those are they're not simple, but they're the simple ones that people go through and don't think anything
Overload.
is wrong,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or they think it's something else when it's this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why also I wanted to talk about the signs, the symptoms, the things to do, the ways to help people because and again, another reason, because everybody doesn't have health care, everybody doesn't have insurance, everybody can't go to see a therapist, everybody can't go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to strictly focus on mental illnesses this month on this show so
Mm-hmm.
that the listeners and the viewers who are looking, they have an opportunity to soak up some free information and some free tools to apply to their life, that these simple things that you said could possibly save somebody's life and could possibly bring somebody out of depression and could possibly help somebody manage their anxiety and eventually break out of it. So that's why we do these shows on all types of illnesses, sicknesses, diseases, and all of that and we appreciate people like you, therapists, who willing to come on and give information because again, we're fortunate. We have health care. Everybody doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure that we can get the information out there for people to use.
Yeah.
So we definitely appreciate it. And before we go, I want you to quickly talk about the signs and symptoms of depressions in kids. Does it look like what it would look like in an adult?
With kids, it might look, and like I said before, I don't work primarily with children, but from what I know about children, it might look like anger and frustration. And it might look like overwhelm, like I just can't do this. I just don't want to do it. Like that type temper tantrums, I will look out for that because, and I think I mentioned this on the last show, depression is just suppressed anger. So we want to look out for the anger and the irritability and the frustration, and the sense of like they can't take on too much. What we might think are like simple tasks may feel very overwhelming for them. Or they like to isolate. They'll go in their room, they're scrolling, they're sleeping a lot of the time. Sorry, my child just came into the room.
No, you're good.
They're sleeping a lot of the time. They're finding it hard to do hygiene. They're not showering frequently or daily, right? So we just got to be mindful and pay attention to our children because they do give signs. Another sign, maybe for teens, when they change hair color or do something drastic, right?
Oh,
That's usually a sign that something is going on. We changing something, right? So I would just be mindful if it's anything that is out of their characteristics that you typically see on a normal basis. I would just check in. And I would just give them the words on that feelings wheel to be able to give them the vocabulary to express to you what's going on. First, I would just create a safe space for them to be able to feel comfortable to share. You know, maybe it's not asking them questions. Maybe it's just opening up space to just say, tell me what's going on, you know, and just to see what comes out of that.
okay. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like anybody have any questions. Anybody have any questions for Miss Vanay before we get out of here? We discussed anxiety tonight, depression. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in here so she can answer any of your questions. I think I pretty much got all of my answers out. But Vinay, what I would like for you to do is give us some information so we can put it in the group, but still say it out because people always go back and watch our shows. So
Absolutely.
tell them like where they can find you and how they can reach out to you if they're looking for a therapist or someone to talk to. Because if you are not in the field of what they need, like PTSD, schizophrenia, that kind of stuff that we're going to talk about throughout the rest of the month.
Mhm.
But just let them know that they can call you and you can help them find a safe space of someone to talk to or something like that.
Absolutely. So first thing I would say, anyone that's looking for a therapist, go on Psychology Today or Black therapists. That's another one. But Psychology Today should have everything you need. You can filter it out based on specialization, insurance, location, virtual or in person, exactly what you're looking for as far as male, female, age, all of that is going to be on Psychology Today. So I'm on Psychology Today as well. Also, you can contact me at Coach Vanay, CoachVanay @gmail.com. You can reach me at 404-692-2506 if you want a brief consultation. Right now, I'm closed for taking therapy clients, but I am doing coaching. So if you need a coaching session, which is a 45-minute session where I'm your accountability partner and I run through any issues that you are presently having, and I give you some steps and tools, and I'm your accountability partner and I check in with you about these things, you could definitely contact me for that.
Okay. Well, we're going to put your information in the comments, and we'll also I have your card, so I'm just gonna post your card on our page.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah. So
Thank
we'll
you
just
guys.
we'll post your card on the page. So again, thank you so much for being on here. Thank you so much for being available. We really need to continue to talk about mental illnesses and mental health. And we appreciate the information that you gave. I'm definitely going to start putting some of these tools to use, and I know these ladies will do as well. And you can always come back and talk about some stuff, at another time. Like your you said you do like addiction and management, right? Addiction.
Yep, I work at a recovery center, so I do substance abuse.
Okay. We definitely need to talk about that as well, but that's probably going to be in June sometime. Okay. I'll let you know, but because I definitely want to keep May just about mental health and mental illness, because it's out there, and with everything that's going on in our government right now, a lot of people are going into depression because they're unsure.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for coming on, and we appreciate you. You have an awesome night, and we will definitely be in touch.
We appreciate you.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. So ladies, y'all want to get out of here. We normally do some would you rather, but we're not gonna do any tonight because we went over time. But the would you rather is so fun, but we're not gonna do any tonight. So we talked about all the events going on. So you guys, thank you guys for rocking with us every Thursday night. Please remember to go and follow us on Facebook at The Ladies Den. Follow us on Instagram at The Ladies Den 2023. And please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ladies Den Podcast. And we will see you guys next week. Next week, we will be discussing PTSD and schizophrenia. So make sure you join us next week. It's going to be interesting as well. The therapist should have some tools and some things for you to do and use, just like Miss Vanay gave us tonight. So we'll see y'all next Thursday.
Thank you, girl.
Lady K, are you ready?
Hey, thank you for joining us in the Den. You can find us here live streaming every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you next week.
It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods, she was popular in the city. Hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break. They may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love because it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.